So now we're recording. All right, so now we'll finish 11.4 and then go into chapter 13, dealing with coordinate geometry and plane, well, just coordinate geometry. Okay. All right.
This is 13.1.
It's still 11.4.
Oh,
This,
okay.
we're almost finished.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What I'm gonna do here is problem number 39, A through C. This deals with surface area. So here the diagram shows a cone, and they want you to round the final answer to the nearest tenth. All right, and we're gonna find three things. Part A, the area of the base. Part B, find the lateral surface area of the cone. And part C, find the surface area of the cone. Okay. All right, so let me stop sharing this and then put this up here on the board. All right. Okay, I don't know why he's doing that, but there we go. All right. All right, so here's the cone right here. The radius on that cone is 6 feet. So here R is going to be 6. This red line that I have here is what we call the slant height. That's the L. That's 10 feet. Okay. Now, I don't think we need to know what this is for now, unless you're finding the volume of a rectangle of this cone. That means you'll have to use the Pythagorean Theorem to find out what this vertical height for that cone is going to be. Okay. So here, the area of the base is what we're trying to find. That's capital B. This is the base right here. That base is a circle. And to find the area of the circle, we use this formula. Times the radius squared. Okay, because the base is a circle. And the area for that circle would be pi r squared. Pi times the square of the radius. And in this case here, we're going to let pi be 3.14159. And the radius here is 6 feet. So this is 6, and that's going to be squared. And 6 squared is 6 times 6, which is 36. So 36 times 3.14159. And I rounded this off to one decimal place. So this is going to be approximately 113.1 square feet. Okay. So that is the area of the base. Any questions on part A? Okay, now part B, they want the lateral surface area. Abbreviating this as LSA, for the lateral surface area. That's this surface area on the face of this pyramid, cone. That part is this. Pi times the radius times the slant height. And here the pi, 3.14159, times the radius, that was 6, times the slant height, that's the slant height that's on the face of the cone, that's 10. Okay, and I'm gonna round this off to 1 decimal place. So this is approximately equal to it's approximately equal to 188.5 square feet. Okay. Any questions on part B? And part C is to find the surface area of the cone. So again, I'm going to abbreviate this as SA. That's equal to the area of the base plus the lateral surface area. That's the formula there, pi r squared plus pi times r times L. And of course, pi r squared, that's from part A. That's 113.1 square feet. Plus pi r L, that's the lateral surface area. That's this answer right here of 188.5 square feet. So all we have to do there is just add those two together. You'll get approximately 300. Okay. You get approximately 301.6, and that's square feet. Okay. So that's how we find the surface area there. Okay, any questions about finding the surface area of a cone? Okay, the last thing we need to talk about here is surface area and the volume of a sphere. Okay. Now here, a sphere is nothing but a set of points in space that are a fixed distance, which is going to be r units from a point called the center. And of course, a baseball or a billiard ball or any type of ball, those are models of a sphere. Okay. So here's what a sphere looks like. Okay. In 3 dimensions. And then you have the radius here. Okay. Now I won't go into detail how they derive those two formulas for the surface area and the volume, but let me just go ahead and give those formulas to you on this one. Okay. So the surface area and the volume of a sphere is this. The surface area of a sphere with a radius of r units is given by that formula. SA is equal to 4 times pi times the radius squared. And then for the volume, it's going to be V is equal to 4/3 the pi times the radius cubed. Okay. And notice in those two formulas, the only thing you need in that is what r is. That's the radius. And sometimes some problems may even give you the diameter. And you have to know that the radius is half the diameter. So you have to take half the diameter first to get the radius, and then you can use that to find the surface area and volume. Like in this example that I have here. You'll want to find the surface area and the volume of the sphere that we have here. So I'm going to draw a circle. And then this. And it's 14 centimeters for the radius. And we want to find the surface area and the volume of a sphere, of this sphere. Okay. So in this case here, the radius is 14. And of course, the surface area is simply 4 times pi times the radius squared. Okay. So here we just bring down the 4, and pi is going to be 3.14159 times the radius, which is 14, and that's going to be squared. And if I square that 14, that's going to be 196. And then 4 times 3.14159 times 196. I round this up to 2,463.01. And that's going to be in square centimeters, by the way, because surface area is in square units. Okay. And then to find the volume, we use 4/3 pi times the radius cubed. So you have 4/3 times 3.14159 times the radius, that's 14. And that'd be cubed.
We can't see your writing, Mr. Wilson.
What was that? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Let me stop sharing this. There you go. Okay. Okay. And then we cube 14 times, well, 14 cubed, that's 14 times 14 times 14. It's 2,744. When you do this on the calculator, you can do 4 divided by 3. And then times 3.14159 times 2744. And it's gonna be in cubic centimeters. Okay. All right, so that's how we found the surface area and the volume of a sphere. Any questions about that? Or any questions about section 11.4? Know that it was kind of a lengthy section. Okay, but we're finally able to get through that section. Okay, so that wraps up 11.4, and the homework will be available for you to complete. Okay.
Saw that it was posted last night, so I went ahead and did it.
Okay.
And later I went back and it was not there at all.
Smart?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fix that.
Okay. I don't know what, I was like, oh, maybe if you put it up and you took it down or I
Okay,
don't know.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Okay, so that wraps up 11.4. And let me stop